So what today is going to look like, we're going to go through, as I said, the 10 common pricing myths that I've seen in businesses. I'm going to let you know the competing truth of each one, and I'm also going to give you a strategy to overcome the myth and something that you can practically apply into your business. So the objective for today is for you to understand pricing so that you can stop losing money, leaving money on the table, and start attracting the best clients for you who are happy to pay your prices. All right, let's get started. Myth number 10, my prices are fine because I have a high conversion rate. And this one makes sense logically, and in the logical world, 1 + 1 = 2. But pricing is far more an art than a science. It's far more psychological than we give it credit for. And when it comes to psychology, 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2. The truth is that if your conversion rate is high, say above 80% or so, your prices are probably too low. This is because if people are snapping up what you have to offer quite quickly, it may be a sign that they see what you offer as quite a bargain, and that may be why your conversion rate is quite high. The strategy there then is to capture more value by testing your pricing, either by month or by client. What I mean by testing your pricing is to find different ways that you can actually increase your prices and test your market, and basically test where the level is, where your customers believe that your pricing is fair. So you could do this by month. So maybe, 1 month you decide I'm going to raise my prices on everybody, or maybe you have only a few clients, maybe it's on a project basis or a consulting basis, and for each subsequent client that you bring on, you might increase your prices just a little bit because you just want to see where your customers' perceived value is. Your customers are going to pay prices that are directly aligned with their perceived value of what you're offering them. And so by testing your prices, you can test and see where their perceived value actually is. Myth number 9, I know what my customers really value without asking them. This is a really, really interesting one because us as the professional, us knowing our service and our skill or our product so well, we find it hard to get out of that solutionist frame of mind and put ourselves in our customers' shoes to really understand what it is they value, what they think of us and our product. The truth is we can't read minds, and even our own assumption about our customers will be flawed by biases, stereotypes, attitudes, and so on. So we tend to psychologically believe that we're really rational people and that everyone else is pretty rational like me, and so other people probably believe the same things I do. So the thing that we have to do then is we really need to be talking to our customers. We need to have value conversations and ask really good questions. What is the problem that they're trying to solve? What outcome are they trying to achieve? What does success look like, a year from now, 5 years from now? What do they most want help with? What do they most want changed? We need to get used to asking really great questions, having insatiable curiosity for our customers, and what it is they believe and feel and think, so that we know what they really value. Myth number 8, I'll look greedy if I charge too much. I don't know if you guys have heard this one before or felt this at all. This is a really common one that comes up when I'm talking to people, and they'll say, I'm really worried that if I raise my price, I'll look greedy and no one will buy from me. The truth is that there is a taboo around profiting and making money. But if you communicate your value really effectively, customers will be happy to pay higher prices. The most glaring example of this is the entire luxury industry, which is a multi-billion-dollar, almost trillion-dollar industry. People there are so happy to spend, oodles and oodles of money on luxury goods because of the perceived value, and that value is communicated so effectively by those brands. And that's why customers are happy to pay those prices and to have those things, because to them, the value that they receive is more, they perceive it as more valuable than the money that they are giving up. So your strategy to implement this is to focus on communicating the value perceived by the buyer. This also links to the last myth in the sense that if you actually make, you initiate the effort to find out what customers really value, then you can work on communicating it really effectively. I've actually never met a company where I ask the business owner, what do you think your customers value most about your product? They'll say one thing, I'll go and conduct the market research and bring it back and say, here's what your customers actually said. It is always different every time. The business owner is surprised every single time. So I really encourage you to be talking to your customers, find out what it is they value most from you, and then making sure that you're communicating the value of that thing really effectively in all of your marketing and messaging, and even incorporating it into things like your product development. That is going to be super helpful as well.